All right, this short video is just going to be for trying to connect to the remote desktop using horizon.plainfield.k12.in.us. So let's try this out. I kind of told you some of the wrong things when we tried it yesterday. So a little bit of difference here. So watch closely. Look at the things that are switching up a little bit, and let's take a look. All right, so to begin with, you want to get to horizon.plainfield.k12.in.us. That's where we're going to start. And you should see this screen with the Horizon HTML client and the VMware Horizon client on the left. I'm going to go HTML on the right. And the first thing that you'll have to do there is put in your school login ID. It already passed me through that because I had logged in previously. So you'll have to put in your school username and your password, and it should bring you to here, where you have three choices, and you want PCSC Adobe. All right, so we're going to click that. And then this is where it is going to take a little bit of time. It's a remote login, so it's kind of slow. It takes a little bit of time. Once it gets logged in, you should see a desktop that looks kind of like this. But again, what you want to do here is be patient and wait, because there should be an automatic start to the Adobe Creative Cloud app. So that's coming. You have to wait for that. All right, now eventually it should get to this point where this is where I had always told you to continue with Google, and that's what's going to be a little bit different this time. We're not going to continue with Google, and that's where I had some incorrect information. And anyway, just where this says email address, you would just go ahead and put in your redpride.net email address. I'll put in my Plainfield email address and just click next, or continue. It's continue. And then if you get this option for a personal account or a school account, you would go with the school account. I don't know if it'll give you that personal account or school account option or not. Then it should take you to single sign-on. Apparently I typed something incorrectly here. Fingers crossed, everything should pop up here and say you're all set. So the big difference here is that where I told you to continue with Google when you have that option, apparently you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Just put in your RedPride where it says email address, put in your redpride.net email address, and then click continue. And if you get an option for the personal account or the school account, do the school or federated, it might say. Now, on the Creative Cloud app, when it starts up, I got an error here that says something went wrong. If that happens, just go ahead and close that window. That might happen. I don't know if it'll happen or not. Just go ahead and close that window. And I'm going to close this You're All Set window too. And if you go down to the Windows button of the remote desktop, remember that you're kind of running a computer inside a computer a little bit. So I'm going to just go down to the Windows button, and I'll find, for example, we're using Illustrator. So I'll go ahead and find Illustrator and fire it up just to make sure that it starts and make sure that it works. And it looks like we've got Illustrator starting up here. And I'm in. I would be able to go ahead with creating a new artboard and then going to work on whatever the assignment of the day is, right? So I'm not actually going to make a new artboard right now. I'm not going to make anything in this video. I'm going to go ahead and close Illustrator. Another thing I want to show you while we're here on this desktop, I got in, I got connected, I was able to get Illustrator to start. This desktop also has this data, or I'm sorry, it has this drive file stream. This would be really helpful, and if you'll double click on that, it'll come up with an option for you to sign into your Google Drive. And so you would put in your redpride.net address here and hit next and do single sign-on. And what this is going to do is it's going to connect to your Google Drive, but will make it so that when you're in Illustrator, I should have left Illustrator open. When you're in Illustrator, you can save your work and see right there's this window that popped up that says, it's kind of an introductory thing, but it's stream Google Drive files right to your computer. And there's a little tour here that you can just click through. I'm just going to close it. And so what it's done is, like, if you click on this PC over here, you'll see that there is a drive right here that is your Google Drive. And you can save stuff directly to it. If you double click it, then look, that's all of my Google Drive stuff that I've got right there. All right, so that's a good idea as well, to open that Drive file stream little icon and sign into your Google Drive. And then in the tutorial videos that I post later on, you'll see that you'll see how you can use that. All right, so I just wanted to show you the corrections in the process of connecting to the remote desktop, and hopefully this will help.